Hello, BookTube.
Hey everybody, we're gonna do a weekly reads today. Like I said, we're gonna try to get these out every Wednesday morning. But we're gonna record on Tuesday night. But our internet is so bad, we can't do it here. We can't upload it.
We live in a black hole.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is first talk about what we read last week. Yeah, last week from Wednesday on. And then talk about what we're going to read from, just do little reviews of the books that we read from last Wednesday, or this Wednesday to next Tuesday.
Yes.
Right? Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Don't confuse me. It's been a long day.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. You want to go first? Do you want me to go first? Your hair is fine.
Not like I have much on top anyway. You can go ahead. You went first last week. We'll keep that up.
All right, so I had a really good reading week. I read, the first book I read was Julia Buckley's.
Can't see it.
That's a little bit better.
Probably need
Not
to
much.
drop your brightness a little bit.
Oh, it's Death on the Night of Lost Lizards, is what it is. That was awful.
Oh yeah, it's way up. There you go. Maybe that'll do it this time. Yeah, that helps.
Better. Death on the Night of Lost Lizards. Oh, there we go. It's by Julia Buckley. It's the third book in the Hungarian Tea House series. You know, I've gushed on this channel about the death in the Budapest butterfly and death of a wandering wolf. That's
this just
the third
came out
book.
last Tuesday.
And it was so good.
As
it
good
was
as
so
the other
good.
ones?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, great continuation of this series. I love it, and I can't wait for the next one. Oh, I loved it so much. And then the next one was just it was just pure guilty pleasure for me. It was a book by Darcy Coates. It's called The Whispering Dead. It's the Gravekeeper book #1, and the next one's not due until March of next year.
Yeah, I saw that.
But
she has like 3 series going at once.
I'm gonna die before that. No, she doesn't. The Black Winter series is done. She finished
it's finished? Okay.
Yeah, it's 4 books and it's amazing. It's sort of an apocalyptic series that if you like your good apocalyptic books that aren't too dark, too gritty, that's a great book, great series for you. It's 4 books. Fantastic. But The Whispering Dead was really, really good. It's about a girl who she wakes up in the woods. She's being chased and she has absolutely no memory whatsoever. But she stumbles across this parsonage.
Original.
She stumbles across this parsonage that's surrounded by a cemetery and discovers that she can see ghosts. And that's a really, really, really simple description and shuts your face. It's so good. I love it so much. I love Darcy Coates. I really do. But I'm also...
It was a joke.
I know you are. I'm also reading... I'm listening to on audiobook a book by Simon R. Green, which is the latest Ishmael Jones book, which is awesome.
You like pretty well everything you read by him except the Deathstalker books, right?
I hated the Deathstalker books. They were so boring, and the main character was an absolute idiot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's hard to get behind.
He was a doofus.
I'll go ahead and do my books that I finished. I finished 3 books this week. I got well into the 4th, but first thing I finished was A Haven for the Damned. It's a Harry Whittington book who Matt at the Paperback Junkie, he raves about Harry Whittington.
Okay.
But he had never read this one. This is the one I started with, and I think this is one of Harry Whittington's first novels, and it is very, very good. It's kind of a Hateful Eight type story where all of these people end up in the same place, and you get some bad guys, you get some not quite so bad guys in there, and you get some...
Not a single good guy, really.
Well, no, there are a few. It's a good... It was really a good book. I like these sort of noirish pulp novels like this. You know, they're not all politically correct and all that stuff, but I mean, look at the time it was made. This was more politically correct than a lot of them that I've read. But it was really, really good. I want to keep going with Harry Whittington. He's very good. I got this from Kindle, I think, for 99 cents or something like that at one time.
Yeah.
But a lot of these are on Scribd as well. So if you have Scribd, they're not on there as audiobooks, only ebooks. I'm not an audiobook fan. I've tried. I just don't like them at all. But yeah, Haven for the Damned has one of the coolest characters I've read in quite a while. So
nice.
I definitely...
I'm here for cool characters.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's very good. Let me see if I can find my other book on here. Well, I'll tell you while I'm getting it. I also finished The Lost Continent by Edgar Rice Burroughs. This was a lot of fun. I think I read it in 2 sittings or 3 sittings, something like that.
It didn't take you long at all.
No, it didn't take long at all for this one.
But then it's a little book.
Yeah, little bitty book.
Was it good?
Yes, it was really a lot of fun. Of course, it had its moments where you roll your eyes, but any Edgar Rice Burroughs book is going to have that.
Were all of the women scantily clad?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say so.
Just making sure he was keeping up the status quo.
Yeah, he was keeping it the way it's supposed to be.
Keeping it real.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the other book that I finished. Trying to remember what it was, to tell you the truth.
Son of Man.
Oh, it was Son of
right
Man.
there.
It's right here.
By
By Robert Silverberg. I told Steve Donahue that I had the same cover as him, and then I went and watched his video, and it's not the same cover. He doesn't have this weird pixelations on the character and the weird pixelations on the landscape. I understand why they did it, but his cover looks better with the green and without all the pixelations. Yeah. One of the strangest books, but very rewarding to read, in that you can say you've read one of the most unique sci-fi books ever written, probably. This one's going out in the mail. I'm giving this one away. I've read it once. I don't know if I'll ever read it again. I may one day, but not going to be in a hurry. Don't really need to. It was not a quick, simple read. It was relentless in that it had weird scene after weird scene after weird scene. And there was an interview with Robert Silverberg once about this book, and he said he would go to bed, dream the next scene, and wake up and write it down. Robert Silverberg did, and you can kind of see that. This is the one reviewer that I read, somebody we all know, but he said it's almost like looking in a kaleidoscope for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I totally understand what that means and how that works, because that is a good way to look at it.
It was great, though. At one point, he's sitting there reading it like this, going, "What the hell am I reading?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me read you this." And he reads me.
Yeah, about the first 40 pages. It's, beautifully written, though. Robert Silverberg is skilled. Robert Silverberg is. But I can't tell you how many times the male genitals were mentioned. Probably 100 times in the book.
Well, I just got to somebody rubbing their boobs against somebody.
Yeah.
He read me this great, huge chunk of prose in here, and it was like stream of consciousness. It just didn't seem to have any rhyme or reason.
No, but it was beautifully written, and I think it's going to end up being a top 10 science fiction book for me, probably. I really had not a good time with it. I didn't have a fun time with it.
Interesting.
But I'm glad. Yeah, it was very interesting, and I'm glad I read it. I may read it again one day. We'll see. If so, it's going to be a while.
Well, that's all we read last week. Now for this week's reads.
You go ahead.
I'm excited. So for this week, Because I read a Darcy Coates book, I'm on a kick now. So my next book is no, hold on, I wasn't ready. It's going to be the House Next Door by Darcy Coates. It's been on my radar for a while. I just haven't picked it up, and I'm excited. A good straight up haunted house book. I love those. Love them.
Yeah, a good haunted house book is pretty awesome. I mean, if it's well done, they're a lot of fun.
They're hard to find a good with them.
The Legend of Hell House.
Goodness.
Or Hell House, I think it was called, by what is his name? The guy that wrote I Am Legend. I can't think of his name right now.
I can't. I have
famous writer, famous author. Okay.
God, why'd you ask? Probably would have known if you hadn't asked.
Yeah.
The next book I'm going to read. I'm going in. And I'll try not to giggle my way entirely through this book because of this absolutely magnificent cover.
You know, I doubt it's gonna.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I really think this is gonna be a great book. I'm looking forward to it.
Who are the authors? Do they have more than or just one?
Jackie
okay.
Ivy.
I thought maybe it was a short story collection or something.
Author of Tinder is tonight. Oh no, this might be the second or third book. It's the third book in a series, I think.
Maybe you won't.
Maybe I won't be reading this. I'll be reading Tinder is the Night. I wonder if
find that.
I wonder if the cover is just as awesome. Gonna have to look.
Well, it shows it right there on your.
It does.
On your cover, yeah.
It's better.
Well, it's objectively better.
He's got poofed bangs.
This guy, yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Exactly what a Highlander looks like.
Exactly.
Right?
Totally. They're all clean shaven and like waxed from head to toe.
Yeah. All of them.
Every single one.
Starting from about 1300 on. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're on board with this. I'm proud to be a part of it.
So, the first thing I'm going to read are those only two you picked out?
Yeah, I'm probably going to read one of those I think it's DX Hoxa books or D something Hoxa books that my mother recommended.
That's right.
Or an urban fantasy series.
Should have looked it up.
I'm going to try to keep it to two books. I'm going to try to get through the two books, and then maybe I'll throw in a third one if I have time.
I've got three.
We'll do it.
Armor by John Stakely. This was recommended. It's one of Andre at Troesch Haus. We're going to leave their information below. You really should go check them out. They're a lot of fun together. Andre and Christine, I
love their videos.
Yeah.
They're a lot like us. They're a married couple who talks about their books and their movies. They're so cute.
Yeah.
They're so cute and they're so smart. You like them. Go look them up.
Yep.
Watch some of their videos.
Troesch Haus.
I love them.
Yeah,
I'll post their
channel.
Their channel below.
Yeah. Okay. Armor, John Stakely. I started to listen to this book because I just didn't want to pay for a copy. But after listening to about 10 minutes, I was like, I really don't like audiobooks. I'm just going to pay the $6 and get it on my Kindle. On my Kindle Fire or my Amazon Fire. And that's what I did. So I went and got this. Looks great. Sounds great. I've been wanting to read it for years and just never have. I know it's a little divisive. Some people really love it. Some people really don't like it much. But yeah, there it is. It looks good. I like the old cover better. This is okay. The one I'm reading now and just totally loving. You can go ahead and get that if you want. And I am totally loving is The Songs of Distant Earth by Arthur C. Clarke. I don't know how I've never read this. I'm a huge Arthur C. Clarke fan. I read quite a bit of his other stuff. And I am loving the hell out of this book. It's smart. It's maybe not quite as good as, say, Rama and, a couple of his others. And Childhood's End. But this could easily come in third. I'm not the biggest fan of 2001, the book. But this book right here could come in easily come in third among his books that I've read, and I love this. This is very, very good. I want to concentrate a little on Arthur C. Clarke here for the next little while.
How do you think they got from that cover to this cover?
I don't know. Show that one. If it ever comes up. There we go.
I like that. That's great. He still don't look like a Highlander, but still, it's great.
Yeah. Yeah, no idea.
It's so awesome.
Okay, and the last book, if I do get through this one, I'm going to start Master and Commander by Patrick O'Brien. But the remaining, is it Mollis? Probably Mollis or Mollis?
Probably.
I forgot to look up how it was pronounced. I was going to. This is a Walking Dead type story, but more military, I believe. And I'm enjoying it so far. I'm not very far in, but I do like the way they started it. Not exactly original, but good writing. And it's a great way to build suspense. So I'm enjoying this. I hope it continues. And I've got the second book as well. I know Ian at BNB Books, somebody else whose channel you should check out. We'll put his channel in the description too. Mm-hmm. He's got a great channel, and he recommended this. This is one of his favorite book series. I think there's 7 of them now, something like that. But so far, so good. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'd like to get through a few of these this year.
I think I might be reading a different romance novel this week.
Okay.
Because the first in this series only comes in mass market, in paperback.
Oh, you can't
It
get it
doesn't
on
look
Kindle?
like it comes from Kindle.
Yeah, it just showed Kindle.
No, it didn't. No, it said mass market.
For $5.55.
Yeah.
Why not just go ahead
So,
and order it?
I'll order it, but it won't be here this week. Is what I'm saying. So I'll probably pick a different.
Yeah, see what you got.
I've got so many books.
No, she doesn't.
I'll find something. Yeah, no.
We need lots more.
Don't have enough books at all.
We need lots more.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
Mm-hmm. I'll have a pretty good book haul tomorrow. Got some Star Trek.
Yeah.
Got some Star Trek books and some science fiction anthologies to show you, stuff like that. Becky can help me with those science sci-fi anthologies, because those are going to come in handy right around November. Yeah, and that's a teaser. We'll tell you more about it later.
Yay.
All right, we're done.
Hey, that's it. That's our weekly reads. We'll see you this time next week. Actually, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, and then we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Your books are calling. Go read.